Oh, right. Cool. Instagram, we live. YouTube, we live. This video is called, what's it called? Hold on, I brought it up. I wrote a list. What's it called, man? Oh, it's called Never Have Gas, Bloating, or Constipation Ever Again. All right? Now, the reason I want to make this video, by the way, Instagram, you're here, YouTube, you're here. So if you see me looking back and forth a bit shifty-eyed, it's because I'm giving some love to Instagram and giving some love to YouTube here. Now, how to never have gas, bloating, or constipation ever again. The reason I'm talking about this is because these are things that I just thought were normal. Like I thought it was I know it's common, but I thought it was normal to be gassy. I thought it was normal to feel bloated. I thought it was normal to be constipated. And I guess it is normal if you're eating those foods and if you're living the kind of lifestyle, because it's not just foods, it's a certain lifestyle. If you're living a certain lifestyle that causes those things, that brings those things on, all right? But if you want to never have gas again, if you never want to be bloated ever again, if you never want to be constipated ever again, then there are certain things that you can do. And I don't know about you, but in the past, I used to eat whatever. And then I'd go to a party or go to an event or I'd go on a date with a girl or something, and my digestion would just be like wrecked. Like it just wouldn't feel good in my digestive system. And I was like, how come my digestion sucks? Like, why do I feel like I need to go to the bathroom so much right now? And like I'd go to the bathroom, nothing would come out, or just be like air or something. I'd just be like, ah, this sucks. Or like, I remember also I'd go on these camping trips and I wouldn't go number 2 the whole camping trip. I'd go away for a weekend. I'd come back and then I'd go to number 2 and it'd be like a big number 2 because I hadn't gone in like 3-4 days, And I just thought that was normal. So I thought, the bloating was normal. I was uncomfortable. I thought the constipation was normal. I thought it was actually kind of convenient. But the gas was always kind of embarrassing. It's like, who farted, man? Like that stinks. But that doesn't need to happen. You don't need to have gas, constipation, or bloating. It can go away. And it went away for me when I got on my raw vegan train. When I first got into raw vegan cleansing, when I got into detoxing and purifying and regenerating myself, that stuff went away. And it only ever comes back, or it only ever came back if I do some of the things that I'm going to tell you not to do here in this video. All right. So the first thing I highly recommend doing when it comes to optimizing your digestive tract is just setting the intention. First off, just set the intention of, I want to have flawless digestion. Like that's it. Like before we go into detail about what to eat and how to eat and all that stuff, the food comes after. You need to set the intentions, mindset that's going to determine what you eat in the first place. Everyone wants to know what to eat, what to eat, what to eat. It's like you're only going to eat that food anyway if your mindset's right. So we got to get the mindset right. And the mindset is you're intending on having flawless digestion. Like you look at really wealthy people, you look at rich people, they didn't get rich or wealthy by accident. You don't get rich or wealthy by accident. You do it intentionally. You look at really fit people. You don't get fit by accident. You don't build muscle by accident. You build it with intention, man. Same with awesome relationships. That don't happen by accident. You don't just fall in love with someone and stay in love until you're 85, until you both die, until you're 100 and both die. Like that's an intention. You're intending on having a beautiful relationship. It doesn't just happen, all right? Writing a beautiful song. You don't just sit down on a piano, press a few keys, and like, oh, it's a beautiful song. Like you just randomly press some keys. You intended on tuning in and listening to figure out what sounds good, and you go from there. So it's intention, all right? That's the first key. The people who have the best digestion are the people who are intending on having the best digestion. The people who cleanse and detox and purify themselves are the ones who are doing it intentionally, all right? So that's what you got to get in your mind first. And if you want to do a raw vegan cleanse, you can go to rawvegancleanse.com. And for the next 7 days, I'll guide you through how to do a raw vegan cleanse properly so you can optimize your digestion. Now, the second part of optimizing your digestion, so you never have gas, bloating, or constipation ever again, is a little known trick called intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting, a lot of people don't really understand intermittent fasting. A lot of people think, oh, I do intermittent fasting even though I wake up and have a juice at 7 a.m. and I drink juice until 12, and at 12 I have lunch, and then at 8 p.m. I have dinner. That's not intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is when you consume 0 calories up until a certain point, let's say noon, and then you eat as much as you want, or certain calorie amount, whatever you set, up until another certain point, and then you have no calories thereafter. So for me personally, I eat in a 4-hour eating window. I give myself 20 hours to fast every day. 20 hours of water fasting, 20 hours of dry fasting every single day. Helps digestion so much, man. It gives your digestive system a break to get everything out, to utilize and absorb everything and pass it through and do what it needs to do to heal and cleanse before the next meal comes in. A lot of y'all are just waking up at 7 a.m. having a peach in the morning. Just cool, you're having a peach, it's better than bacon and eggs, but you're having peaches at 7 in the morning, then you're having another bit of food at 8 a.m., then you have another bit of food at 10 a.m., then you're having more lunch at noon, then you're having a little snack at 2 p.m., then you're having another little meal at 4 p.m., then you're having another big dinner at 8 p.m. It's like, no wonder your digestive system's a wreck. It's constantly food in there, man. You got food in there for 12, 14, 16 hours. Like, I only got food in my digestive system for 4 hours. And once I started doing intermittent fasting, digestion's even better because you're not even having to digest. It doesn't feel like you're digesting anything for like, the first half of the day. You're just empty, but you're feeling good because your body's tapped into that fat reserve and you're releasing human growth hormones. You're feeling amazing. All right. So intermittent fasting is a huge key for optimizing your digestion. And again, a lot of people misunderstand it. The way to intermittent fast is to pick an eating window. I personally like 12 to 4. If I don't make the 12 because I'm driving or I'm traveling or something, then I'll eat at 4 p.m. I'll go 4 to 8 p.m. Or if I feel like I need to eat earlier in the day, I'll go 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But generally, I give myself about a 4-hour eating window, all right? That means I get 20 hours of fasting every day. I get all the benefits of fasting, plus I get all my nutrients, all my calories in so I can build muscle, all right? Plus, I can do a bunch of fitness thereafter. Okay, so intermittent fasting is the second tip here. Again, if you guys want to join a raw vegan cleanse, a 7-day raw vegan cleanse, you can head over to rawvegancleanse.com. You can sign up and I'll guide you through the next 7 days on how to cleanse, detox, and purify your body so you can lose weight, clear your skin, and fix your digestive issues. The next tip to never having gas, bloating, or constipation ever again is to exercise. Exercise during the fasting part of your intermittent fasting, not the part after you eat, but exercise before you eat. So let's say you're eating at 12 noon. From 10 a.m. to 11:30 would be a great time to work out. Heck, you could even work out at 9 a.m. Today, for example, I went for a swim at 7 a.m. I went for a swim from 7 a.m. to 7:30, just a little swim, and got out, drove home, didn't start eating till 1 p.m. So today I did a little workout, 7:30, cardio. So you can do a bit of cardio first thing in the morning, no problem, not much, but just keep it easy. And then when it comes time to lift weights, you want to lift weights right before you're gonna eat. So if I'm gonna eat at noon, I want to finish working out, like weight training, at like 11:30, 11:45. That way, right after the workout, when my muscles are like begging for food because I haven't eaten for 20 hours, my muscles are pumped. I can uptake the glycogen so much easier. My digestive system's like a furnace. It can break down, burn, whatever, is no issue. So that's the best time to work out, and that's the best time to eat. It's like right after you work out. Okay, so exercising is a huge one. I see a lot of people sitting around like couch potatoes and they're like, oh, my digestion sucks. No, of course, you're not moving your lymphatic system. You're not getting your furnace burning. I found my best digestion ever. I could eat whatever was after these triathlons because you've been going for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and body can just break down whatever. Now, I don't recommend breaking down whatever. I recommend eating. Well, we'll get to food in just a sec, but yeah, just know that when you exercise, man, the reason Olympians can eat whatever and still have awesome clear skin is because the Olympians are always working out. The digestive system just going through stuff like crazy. It's a furnace in there. So just to recap the first 3 tips, all right, for those of you who are just joining, first 3 tips. Number 1, get your mindset right. Set the intention of having flawless digestion. It doesn't happen by accident. Number 2, intermittent fast. Pick an eating window. Maybe it's 4 hours, maybe it's 6 hours, maybe it's 8 hours. I don't know what it is for you. Pick an eating window that you want to eat all your calories in, and don't eat any calories. Don't drink any juice or tea or eat nothing beforehand and nothing after. 12 to 4 is my eating window. I fast for 20 hours thereafter. My digestion is awesome because of that, as well as add in exercise. That's the third tip here. So move your body either with swimming, cycling. If you like cycling, I don't like cycling. I think it's too dangerous. Swimming, cycling if you want, running, weight training, acro yoga, yoga in general, breath work. Breath work's a great form of exercise as well. Walking up hills, hiking, whatever, okay? The fourth tip to optimizing your digestion. This is a big one. All right, this is a big one. You gotta optimize your emotional state, your state of mind, your state of being, your vibration. We are all electrical beings. The food you eat should be electrical, should be alive. And if you cook it and it's dead, or eating a dead animal, it's got like no vibe to it. Just but if you're eating fresh watermelon, if you're eating fresh peaches, plums, nectarines, cherries, apricots, papayas, bananas, durian, dates, you name it, it's got vibe to it. All right. You are an electrical being. Emotions are just energetic motion. You got to put yourself in the right frame of mind. You got to put yourself in the right, not just frame of mind, but like entire vibration. So there's certain things you can do to optimize your emotions. Number one, you can get enough sleep. Not getting enough sleep is gonna fuck your digestion up, man. You got to get enough sleep. Rest, so your digestion can recover and take in the next meal when it's time for it. All right. If your digestion sucks right now, if you're gassy, if you're bloated, if you're constipated, you're probably not getting enough sleep. So double down on your sleep. That's also going to go hand in hand with optimizing your emotions. Another way of optimizing your emotions is by expressing gratitude. Waking up in the morning, setting a timer for 2 minutes, even a minute, even 60 seconds. Set a timer for 60 seconds and just say out loud. In your head if you have to, but out loud is ideal because you create the vibration of a voice. We're saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you start looking around, you're like, oh, thank you for that bench. Thank you for that little wall unit there. Thank you for that light bulb. Thank you for this phone. Thank you for this laptop. And you can start naming things. Thank you for the socks. Thank you for my underwear. Thank you for my hair. Thank you for my hairdresser. You start naming people. Thank you for my roommate. Thank you for my mom. Thank you for my dad. And you start feeling fucking good. You're like, yeah, dope. I got a lot to be thankful for. And you just all of a sudden like, life's good, man. I'm thankful. I forgot about that. I forgot how awesome my life is. Digestion is the worst when your emotions are the worst. Okay? If you're in a fight, if you're in an argument with a spouse or partner or a family member or a boss or something, you're going to be constipated. If you can't let go and flow with your life, if you're holding on to stuff emotionally, if you're holding on to what that person said, or if you're holding on to what you got inside you and you're not expressing it, you're going to be constipated. You're going to be holding on to the food within you as well. All right? And that's what we call constipation. So prioritize optimal emotions. Another great way of optimizing your emotions, probably the best and fastest way I know to do it, is to expose yourself to cold water. Either bodies of cold water like the ocean or lakes, or just your shower. Like, you always 100% of the time will feel better after showering. Like for me, I just started doing the cold shower thing and the cold exposure thing about a month ago consistently. And I can't tell you, like, it's just like, dude, like I'm known as like the fruit guy because the fruit, so many benefits eating fruit, but cold exposure, holy shit, dude. It's like it forces you to feel good. You can't not feel good. So then you ask yourself, do I want to feel good right now? And the answer is probably yeah. And so you know the way to do it. You know the way to feel good now is cold exposure. Either get in the shower, get in a cold body of water, and turn that sucker to cold, man. Blast yourself with the cold. You're going to feel better every single time. You're going to feel so good that you start laughing. So 3 benefits I started noticing since doing cold exposure every single day for the past 30 days. First benefit I found. I'm much more like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now. I'm not putting stuff off as much. I'm just doing it. Like stuff I normally put off, I put off. After a cold shower, I'm like, no, let's do it. What do we got to do? Pay the taxes? Let's do it. What do we got to do? Call that person? Let's do it. What do we got to do? Make that YouTube video? Let's do it. What do we got to do? Get to bed early tonight? Let's do it. Like other good habits fall into place because cold exposure trains you to say, fuck it, let's do it. Okay, that's the first benefit. It's a really cool benefit. Second benefit I've noticed, I start laughing a lot now. Like I'll be driving in the car and I'll like say a little joke and I'll start laughing at myself. I recorded a little Instagram video yesterday, me making like sounds with my mouth. I just started laughing. Like I can make myself laugh so much easier now because I've like rewired part of my brain to be much more receptive to like just feeling really good. And that's what happens when you're in cold exposure, because when you're exposing yourself to cold, your brain just starts rewiring itself. You go into like survival mode and you're just so grateful for these little things, like a little bit of warmth, like holy smokes, warmth, like relief just feels really, really good. So those are 2 benefits right there. And the other benefit is just like, I just feel so much more clean afterwards. Like after a hot shower, I feel like I just got microwaved. After a cold shower, I'm like, bzz, I'm like sharp, ready to go, zing, zing, zing. I feel clean, I feel sharp, I feel electric, I feel good to go. So that's the those are some of the ways of optimizing your emotions, okay? And that's, again, going to help with eliminating gas, bloating, and constipation, because when your emotions suck, so is your digestion, because they're completely linked. If you're in a bad headspace, you're going to be in a bad gut space. If you're holding on to things mentally and emotionally, you're going to be holding on to things within your gut, and we call it constipation. Okay, I remember for me in Costa Rica, I was eating just fruit. Okay, I was eating pure fruit in Costa Rica. And I was at this retreat. I was at this like farm. I'm not going to say which farm it was. I was at this farm doing like a work exchange. And this was like when I was 22 or something, 21. I didn't really have the confidence I have now to speak up. But like things were just going on that I didn't approve of, or that I didn't like, and people were telling me to do stuff that I didn't like to do, and I just was doing it anyway. And I was just like biting my tongue a lot and just like keeping my mouth shut and not expressing myself, not getting things out verbally, creatively. And I was just constipated. Like I didn't shit for 2 or 3 days. And then finally, when I spoke up, when I had a conversation with someone, I just poured my heart out. Like, yo, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. I felt so much better emotionally, and I boom had to go take a shit. Like I had to go like juice. I had to go flush. So that happens when you express yourself emotionally. Constipation goes away. All right. Now we're gonna get into the foods now. Okay. So we talked about the prep work. We talked about intention, intermittent fasting, exercising, optimizing your emotions. Now let's talk about what food to actually eat so that you never have to experience gas, bloating, or constipation ever again. All right. Now, again, if you want to do a 7-day raw vegan cleanse with me, you can go to rawvegancleanse.com and you can sign up for that. And we'll go through the 7 days together, letting you know exactly what to eat, how to eat it, when to eat it, that sort of thing, as well as how to optimize your intermittent fasting and how to optimize your exercise and how to optimize your motion and your intention for optimal digestion. All right, so here we go. The best kind of food to eat, hands down, is always going to be the soft fruits. The soft fruits, the baby foods, the foods that you would feed a baby when it's just starting to eat, when it's just coming off the breast milk. Okay? A baby that's just coming off the breast milk, you want to feed it super soft foods, right? They give it like baby food, which is like basically mashed banana or mashed apricot or mashed, they have mashed yams or whatever. You're better off with fruit, but they give them mashed, yams like that. It's just baby food, really, really soft stuff, mashed peas, mashed prunes, whatever. Soft fruit is going to be the best. And the cool thing about soft fruit, and the reason why it works really, really well, because if you think about it, your intestines, in your gut, your intestines have these little villi on them. Villi is what like grabs the food and like allows it like to absorb in, and then that gets in your blood system and you absorb it afterwards. So you can only absorb and utilize and really break down and benefit from eating the foods that you can liquefy, eating the foods that your intestines can liquefy, eating the foods that are able to pass through the villi wall. Those are the foods that are going to be instantly, easily digestible. Okay. Now the way to test out a food to see if it's going to get absorbed into that intestinal wall is to just rub it into your skin, either on your face or your hand or your arm, whatever, leg. If you can't rub a fruit in, then it's not going to digest that well. It's just that simple. You look at all the foods that you can rub in your skin really easy: the papaya, the avocado, the banana, the grapes, the grape juice, at least the skin's going to go right through you. Durian, whatever. All the really, really soft foods that rub right into your skin, those are the ones that they're going to digest so much easier than any other food. Okay. Then you look at the opposite, things that don't digest that well at all, like nuts and seeds. Like try to rub some cashews into your face, man. You're going to bleed. Try to rub some carrots into your arm. Nothing's going to happen. You're going to freaking hurt yourself. You're going to smack yourself with the carrot. It's going to hurt. Like that stuff doesn't break down that well. So what you want to do instead with those veggies or with those nuts and seeds is you want to liquefy them before you ingest them, because there's benefits to eating nuts and seeds. I mean, they got nutrients. They got some cool stuff in there. Veggies as well. They got really awesome stuff in the veggies. So what you want to do is you want to liquefy them. And the reason I like daily green boost so much is because it's green, it's vegetables, it's barley grass that has been juiced already and then just dehydrated and then shipped to my house. So all I got to do is add water and boom, I got instant green juice. So I love Daily Green Boost for that reason. If you've never tried it before, check it out, dailygreenboost.com. Use the code TEDCAR and you save yourself 10%. So that's why I like Daily Green Boost. But if you want to make nut milk, the way to do it is to just blend up nuts and seeds in your blender with water, pour it through a nut milk, and then squeeze it in a nut milk bag, and then squeeze it out like you're milking a cow, and you get nice amount of milk. It's actually really interesting how when you make nut milk, you're squeezing it just like you'd milk a cow through the nut milk bag. So yeah, make nut milk if you want to eat nuts and seeds. And then if you want to have your veggies, it's best to make veggie juice or cook your veggies, like cook your broccoli and cook your cauliflower and stuff. I wouldn't eat that stuff raw. Even cook your carrots. Or if you don't want to do it cooked, you want to keep it raw, then get on the juice. Get on the green juice, man. Juice your carrots, juice your celery, juice your cauliflower, juice your broccoli, juice your kale, and drink it. That stuff's going to digest way better than if you try to eat it. If you eat it, you're bound to have gas. I look on Instagram and I'm like, I see what these people post, and I'm like, that girl's having gas today. That guy's definitely having gas today. I'm like, that girl's going to be bloated. That guy's going to have digestive issues. Like I can see people's meals, and I'm like, they are for sure going to be having some indigestion right there. People have these like acai bowls with like frozen bananas covered with like coconut flakes and like cashews and almonds and walnuts and stuff. And I'm like, you are going to be farting, man. That is not going to digest well at all. If you're not farting, then you're going to be holding it in. You're going to get bloated. And it's just not going to digest well. Like never mix nuts and seeds with fruit like that. It's so dumb. Never mix fat and sugar ever. Hands down. That's a rule. It's a rule. You got to abide by that. It's nature's rule. I didn't make it up. But you got to abide by that rule. The reason you don't want to mix fat and sugar together is because when you eat sugar normally, like right now, if I would eat some sugar, have I had any fat today? No, I haven't any fat today. If I had fat today, then I wouldn't be doing this. But if I was to have sugar right now, fruit, let's say, fruit goes into my system. The sugar is able to go into the cells right away. Boom. Easy uptake because the cells are just clean and ready to go. Sugar goes into the bloodstream and then into the cells and then out of the bloodstream. Done. Doesn't build up in the bloodstream. Doesn't build up in the blood system. But if you eat fat first, what does fat have in it? It's got oil. What does oil do? It sticks. It coats. It coats the cells. And the cells have to break down the oil. It takes a while to break down the oil. Now, if you eat fat, coats the cells, and then you eat sugar along with it, the sugar can't get into the cell because the cell's covered in fat. It's covered in oil. So then instead of the sugar going into the cell, it's now building up in the blood system, in the bloodstream. So then you're getting high blood sugar. And then you crash after when it finally rushes into the cell. You're like, oh, the sugar from the fruit, it gives me this high and it crash and it sucks. Well, yeah, because you're eating fat along with it. Plus your digestive system is going to suck from that because you can't break that shit down. You never want to mix fat and sugar together. It's just going to cause gas every single time. Same with protein powders. Never mix fruit with protein powders. You're going to have gas every single time. These are rules. Again, I didn't make these rules up. But if you take me any day of the week, 7 days a week, freaking Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you give me a smoothie with protein powder and bananas and berries in it, I'm going to have gas. You're going to have gas. We're human beings. We all are designed to eat the same foods. There's something called the species-specific diet. Every cow eats grass and does fine. Every shark eats fish and does fine. Every caterpillar eats leaves and does fine. Every bear eats fish and berries and grubs and does fine. Humans, we try and make our own little cocktails and shit, and we end up with gas, bloating, constipation, all sorts of issues. Why don't we just eat the soft fruits that we're designed to eat, and we'll all thrive. We'll all do really, really well. The best fats to consume would be avocados because they rub right in. If you don't want to do avocado because it causes a bit of mucus for you like it does for me, then you can do some hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are great. But even with hemp seeds, I recommend making hemp milk with them, blending them up with water, pouring them through a nut milk bag, and drinking that hemp milk. Way better. All right. The second tip when it comes to eating food would be monomealing. The monomeal is the ultimate ideal. Again, in nature, you never go from tree to tree to tree to tree, collect a bunch of fruit, and eat it all together. You go to one tree, eat all the oranges you want. I feel satisfied. Okay, I'm done. Maybe you walk a few miles, you find a mango tree. Eat a bunch of mangoes. Okay, I'm done. You walk a few more miles, find a durian tree, eat that. Okay, I'm done. That's how you do it. You have monomeal after monomeal after monomeal. You don't collect a bunch of shit together, mix it up in a salad, or mix it up in a smoothie, and then drink it back, or eat it all together in this big fruit bowl. That's how you end up with indigestion, because you're probably combining foods improperly. Like you're probably mixing your melons with avocado, or you're mixing your melons with dates, or you're mixing melons with apples or something, and you don't want to mix melons with anything. You keep your melons separate. Eat melons alone or leave them alone. Melons digest really, really quickly. If you're eating anything else with melons, the melons are going to get in the way and it's going to If the other food's going to get in the way of the melons, it's going to cause issues. It's going to cause some bloating, perhaps. All right, could cause a little tummy ache as well. So always have a mono meal. It's what you do in nature. All right, and it makes sure that the food you're eating is actually good enough, because you're not disguising it with masking it with a bunch of other food. Like if you're having mono meal, it's a proof that that food is good enough to eat on its own. And it's going to ensure that you're not having any digestive issues by mixing improper foods together. All right. Another tip is when you're having fats, whether it's avocado or nuts and seeds, whatever, always, or even durian, always have it at the end of the night. Always have fats at the end of the day, and don't have anything afterwards. If you're going to have something after your fat, it's like, it's just risking. You're risking it. Like you could do it, but wait like 2 or 3 hours. But even then, it's like you're risking it, and you got to wait so long for it to go through. And there's no point. Just have the fat at the end of the day, and be done with your meals. Go brush your teeth afterwards. Be done. All right. Another tip, last tip here when it comes to eating, what to eat for optimal digestion, or what not to eat. You got to avoid any dried fruit with sulfites. All right. Avoid dried fruit with sulfites. Some of the dried fruits have like potassium sorbate, that's fine, but if it's got sulfites in it, avoid it. All right. I remember the worst gas of my life was when I added that like artificial lemon flavored bottle, like those little lemon shaped bottles or lime shaped bottles, whatever. Added that to my salad or whatever, and it had like a ton of sulfites in there, and I would just gas all night long. It was brutal. So avoid all sulfites at all costs. Avoid raw veggies, juice them up instead or cook them. Avoid protein powders. Have your fats at the end of the night. Always do a mono meal, fresh fruit, and eat the soft foods, man. Focus on the soft foods that rub into your skin. Those are going to be able to get absorbed by the intestinal walls so much easier. All right. Again, if you want to do a raw vegan cleanse with me, you can go to rawvegancleanse.com. I'll guide you through 7 days of this. All right. So we can optimize your digestion. We can clear your skin up. We can help you lose some weight, all while sticking to a raw vegan diet. So you're getting all of your nutrients in, no worries. All right. If you're having troubles with like food addictions, you're having trouble with binge eating, if you're having trouble with like social situations, we deal with that too. We dive in deep during these 7 days. We cover absolutely everything. So that's at rawvegancleanse.com. But I hope this video was helpful. Covered a lot. I'm going to get to Q&A now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Whoa, YouTube's got a lot of questions. Holy, just opening this up now. What's up, YouTube? Whoa, sorry, I wasn't even on the screen. Haven't seen anything. Okay, questions. Feel free to ask questions right now. I'll be happy to answer them. While I'm reading through, just by the way, if you want, like I said, rawvegancleanse.com. Oh, website's down, someone said. Huh, that's weird. It's not down for me. I'll paste the link in here. Oh, maybe. I don't know why it's down. Maybe you got to put like a www in front of it or something. I don't know. Anyways, questions. Here we go. I'm looking for question marks, so make sure to put question mark if you have a question. Is there a specific reason that avocados make you have mucus? They're just a mucus-forming food. Certain foods cause mucus, other foods don't. And for me, avocados have always caused mucus. When I eat them, I got mucus. When I don't eat them, I don't have mucus. That's the only issue with them. Like other than that, I'm good. Other than that, I love them. Other than that, they fill me up. They make me feel good and strong. But they just give me mucus. It's kind of annoying having to hork up like loogies every now and then. It's clean mucus, but it's still mucus nonetheless. I don't want that. I want to be clear and pure and no mucus. So I avoid them right now. Hey, Ted, what do you do for a source of income? I've always been curious. Good question. I teach people how to be healthy and happy for a living. I also teach people how to make income online. I just ran Highway Success a couple months in a row now. So I create online programs. I teach people how to eat raw vegan, how to stay healthy, happy, and as well how to make income online. So if you're interested in learning how to make money online, I think you can go to check this site now, veganmoneybook.com. Yeah, head over to veganmoneybook.com and it'll show you how I make my vegan money. It's a free book. You download that free book and you'll get access to, shows exactly how I make my money online. Yeah. It all comes down to the way to make money online, though. It all comes down to getting clear on how you want to help people. Okay, getting crystal clear on how you want to help people, and then creating content that helps people, and then contributing that content, putting that content out there. All right. So the way this video is created, I'm on Instagram and YouTube again right now. Some of you are wondering why I'm looking back and forth. The way I created this video is I created a Google Doc. I typed in like, what do I want to teach right now? What do people want help with? People are always talking about being gassy, bloated, and constipated. So I created a title saying, never have gas, bloating, constipation ever again. And then I wrote down like 10 bullet points. And I just talked about those 10 bullet points for the past 30 minutes here. That's how you create content. That's how you put it out. You just go live. That way you're not worried about being perfect. Like I film so much content that never gets uploaded because I'm like it wasn't good enough. But when I'm live, I'm like, fuck it. Like here we go. It's happening. So going live is a great way of contributing content. And then when people see that content, then they're much more likely to subscribe. And they're much more likely to want to get an ebook or sign up for a course or get coaching from me or come to the Canada Fruit Fest. I have many things to offer people if they want to go deeper. YouTube is just like the way of helping people for free, nice and wide. But if people ever want to go deep with me, then they can get the coaching. Then they can get the 7-day raw vegan cleanse. Then they can come to the Canada Fruit Fest. Then get on Highway Success. So you gotta have different things to offer people. Was it you who said that you knew a vegan who didn't poop for? Oh my God, yeah, good question, Stephery. Yeah, my friend. I don't want to say her name. I mean, she's made videos about it. I'll just say her name's Tara, and she's got like a viral video I think on it. She talked about how I remember when this was going down. I remember it was live. I was like contributing in the chat forum when it was all happening many years ago. She didn't poo for 40 days. 40 days. She didn't take a shit. And she was eating the whole time. She was eating the entire time, okay? She was on the Sea Shepherd ship. Like a lot of stress. They were like in Tai Chi with like the dolphins, trying to save the dolphins in Japan. And she was under a lot of stress, right? Emotion. And she was eating. She didn't shit. She was that constipated. It's exactly what I was talking about like not being able to express yourself and not feeling safe. You're going to hold on to shit. So she didn't shit for 40 days. Guess what happened when she stepped off the ship and finally felt, guess what happened? After 40 days of not shitting and eating every day, guess what happened, man? She sat down in the toilet. It came out her ass and it came out her mouth at the same time. It was like both ends. That's what happens when you hold it in that long. It's crazy. It's all emotions, man. So meditating is really, really important. Getting in at least 5 minutes a day of meditation, at least, like minimum, but on top of that, get in the gratitude, get in the breath work, get in the cold exposure, get in the exercise. That's really going to help flush things through for you. But you got to optimize your state of mind. That's going to dictate your vibration. That's going to dictate your internal bodily functions. Okay, next question. Are you going to Canada Fruit Fest? Yes. Oh, he's asking Wesley that. Yeah, Canada Fruit Fest, man. I'll be there. I hope Wesley's going to be there. Hey, Ted, found you through the What's in My Bag video, but now follow for all the knowledge. Oh, wow. You followed a long time ago back in the minimalism days. I got to get back to that, man. I've been accumulating. I'm moving into a new house. I'm so pumped on it. Moving into a new house in July. I'll do a move-in video. I'll show you everything I'm bringing to the house. I'm not that much of a minimalist anymore. I can still fit like everything I own into like 2 backpacks, maybe 3, but I just accumulated a lot of clothes and like little tech gear and stuff, little widgets here and there. Freaking condoms, vegan condoms. You accumulate this stuff when you lose track of the minimalism stuff. By the way, if you're gonna use a condom, make sure you use a vegan condom. I got these at Canada Fruit Fest. People are selling these at Canada Fruit Fest. They're from Israel or something. Don't know if they have an expiry date, but vegan condoms. Collect all sorts of stuff, man. So yeah, I'll do a move-in video in July showing you everything I own. Ted, your lake cold dip videos lately have insane high vibes. I've been watching your channel for 3 years. Loads of inspo. Man, those lake vids, cold dips. Yeah, dude, like, thanks, I feel super, super, super high vibe after those cold dips. I'm going to go in the shower right after this video. Cold shower, and feel amazing from that. Have you watched the Heal documentary? Not yet. Send me a DM and I'll check it out. What about frozen fruit? Mangoes, bananas, berries, etc. Are those okay? Yeah, those are okay. Those are okay. Just don't blend dates and berries. Yeah? No dates and berries. Don't blend them together. They taste fucking amazing together, but they don't digest that well. Instant gas. And always soak your dates. Always soak your dried fruit. Soak it in water for 24, 48, 72 hours. Keep it in the fridge while it's being soaked. And then blend it up nice and soaked. But don't blend your dates with berries. They just don't digest well. Okay, how's your friend that was trusting in the universe traveling the world on his bicycle? I think he has a dog. Oh, Jackson? Jackson, I think he's doing all right. I mean, I don't know. He's made a couple videos, controversial videos recently, talking about some stuff that isn't too favorable for the vegan community, but I think he's doing all right personally. What's your current belonging count? Dude, I don't know. That's a great question. I had it down to like 18 items. Like I was obsessed. That was such a fun challenge in my life. Such a fun challenge. Like getting everything you own down to fit into a backpack, and then just having the backpack to be too damn heavy. Like, fuck it, now I gotta get rid of more shit. It was never like light enough until I got down to like 18 items. I was like, I like didn't own anything extra. If I needed anything extra, I just go buy it. But I never owned anything extra. Now I own a lot of extra stuff, which is nice. To be honest, I mean, there was times where I'm like, this is pretty inconvenient not having this shit. Having a lot of stuff is like really convenient. Like there's nothing I need now, I don't think. Although I might get a desktop computer so I can do faster video editing, but other than, I mean, you can only do that when you own a house. No house here, just an apartment. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how much I own. Maybe 100 things. I mean, I guess, yeah. I remember reading a blog post about a guy who said he owns like less than 100 things. And I'm like, oh my god, 100 things. And now I probably own 100 things, but I don't consider it minimalist because it's like, dude, it's like when you have 18 things, 100 is like 5x. So it's really interesting how that works. Ted, I love you so much. Love from Seattle. Thank you, Courtney. I always blend berries with dates. I don't get much gas, but if I do, I just poop. Yeah, it's not about getting, I mean, blending berries with dates, you're not going to get that much gas, but you'll still get some gas compared to just blending dates on their own or just having berries on their own. Berries are subacid and dates are just pure sweet. So yeah, don't digest that well. But I mean, you can get away with it every now and then, but it's not something you'd want to do regularly. Should you practice semen retention instead of no-fap? So much more benefits. Yeah, I only use the word no-fap to like, because people pay attention. But if you say semen retention, or I mean, that might get blocked on YouTube or something. Like, no-fap is just a common way of saying no blow. Oh, I want to start a no blow thing. So fap all you want, but just don't blow. Hold that load in. Yeah, make love all you want, but hold that load in. It's important. Anyways, if you guys have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer. Again, if you want to head over to rawvegancleanse.com, you can sign on up for 7 days with me, and we can go deep into raw veganism, cleansing. So you can clear your skin, lose some weight, boost your energy, fix your digestive issues, etc., etc. But I'm about to bounce. I'm about to hop in the shower, so that was that. That's a wrap, all right? I'm going to hang out on Instagram for a little bit longer. YouTube, peace out, much love. Ciao for now. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you at the Canada Fruit Fest. Or I'll see you during the 7-day 7-day raw vegan cleanse. Okay. Peace. Ciao.